Hi there, my name's Caroline Kavanagh and I'm an anxiety specialist, and today I'm starting the first of my advent calendar of stress busting tips. So between now and Christmas Day, I'm going to be sharing a tip every day to build up a whole toolbox, should we say, of tips and techniques that you can use to fight stress. And today, well, why not start off with my absolute favourite? And this is something I generally do every single day because it's a bit like rather than having stress, it's a preventative. And let's face it, if we can prevent stress, that's better than cure, surely. Now, if we think about muscles, if you go into a gym and you do press ups every day, your muscles get stronger. And when you feel strong, you're in a position where you feel less vulnerable. And that's what this tip is very much about, but it's flexing a mental muscle. When you flex that every day and build a really strong mental muscle, it makes you less vulnerable to stress in the first place. And this mental muscle is called gratitude. Now, sometimes when I say this to people, I kind of get the old rolling eyes, but do you know, this really, really works. And what's brilliant is it's so simple to do. I do it personally when I'm brushing my teeth at night, because let's face it, in that 2 minutes, not much else you can do, is there? So when I'm brushing my teeth, I purely reflect on all of the things that have happened that day that I can be grateful for. And this is not the kind of, oh, I'm grateful for the roof over my house, I'm grateful that my kids are happy and healthy. Yeah, of course I am. But the important thing is really feeling that gratitude, because if you can't tune into it, to be honest, it's pointless doing this. And what I find works really, really well is just to focus on the little things, because if you do kind of the big things, there's not that many of those, so you keep repeating them and it kind of dilutes the impact. So, for example, last night when I was brushing my teeth, one of the things that I was grateful for was that for some reason my 15-year-old teenage son was incredibly huggy yesterday. And several times throughout the evening, I just had a spontaneous cuddle with him. And it was just magical. And even as I'm thinking about it now, I'm feeling a little bit choked because it was just so lovely. And just rethinking about that moment, it's flexing that muscle and making it strong as something that you're grateful for. This morning, I went for a run. Grateful that actually the sunshine, and it was lovely because most of the other mornings I've been out and come back soaked. But also, my dog, for some weird reason, decided to make up a new game called body slamming. So she would run a bit ahead of me and then charge back at me full pace, and at the last minute, jump up, turn 90 degrees, and 30 kilo of Weimaraner landed on my legs. And actually, it was just quite funny because I'm thinking, can I dodge her? Can I get round her? And it just made me laugh. And the more you reflect on those things that leave you feeling good, the more you're flexing that muscle, and the more that muscle gets stronger, the more you see to be grateful. And bringing it back to something a bit more, kind of serious, apart from body slamming Weimaraners, is, we're having a tough time at the moment. Yeah, we are in the God knows who knows, of a pandemic. And so there's an awful lot of stress out there, but there's an awful lot of good things too. And that's the wonderful thing about this tip and why I use it, is when you make that muscle strong, it makes it much, much easier to see all those really, really good things. So my challenge for today, or my tip for today, is start practicing right now. When you go to bed tonight, or honestly, you can do it any time of the day. Just literally reflect on the day, what has happened today that can leave you feeling that feeling of gratitude. And the wonderful thing of doing it at the end of the day is that's the chemicals that are then in your body as you go to sleep. So when you're grateful for something, it's releasing chemicals such as serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, really good chemicals. They're the things you then fall asleep with, and they will help you have a good night's sleep. Such a better way to sleep than falling asleep going, oh my God, what have I got to do tomorrow? And I haven't done this today. Putting a whole different chemistry into your bloodstream. So give this a go. Tomorrow I'm going to be back with tip number 2. And across these 24, I'm going to be sharing things like, I've got my 3 that I call my ABC, what to do when you're in that kind of stress is up there mode. There's others that are a bit more prevention. And the aim is, as I said, to give you 24 different tools so that regardless of what situation you're in, you should be able to find at least one that in that moment is going to work for you. And we've just had Black Friday, so there is a Black Friday offer still running on the website. But all of these tips and a few more actually, there's an ebook with 30 stress busting tips. So if you prefer to read things rather than watching all the videos, you're very welcome. Go and download that with my absolute pleasure. And perhaps you can find the ones that you like even more ahead of seeing them on the video. And I'd love to offer a little sort of Christmas gift as well. So for anyone that likes this Facebook page, the page rather than just the post, your name's going to go in a hat. And for anyone that shares any of these videos or posts over the next 24 days, your name's going to go in the hat as well. So that's the way to get your name in the hat lot, by share all of the posts. And then just after Christmas, I'm going to pick out 3 names who are all going to be offered some free sessions with me. Great way to start the new year. Perhaps if you've got some new things that you want to change or things that you just want to take from 4th gear up to 5th gear. Therapy isn't just about overcoming the bad things. It can be taking things that are really good up to amazing. So that's me for today. Go away, be grateful, start flexing this muscle, have an amazing day, and I'll look forward to sharing tip number 2 with you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.